Hello folks, today we're going to do a review and an unboxing of the Hi-Point 9mm 995TS carbine rifles. Let's get started. Alright folks, let's open this up and see what we get. So there's our rifle there. Now the place that I bought it, there was a few different feature options when you purchase it, like right away. One of them, and it was the way that I bought it, was that it had these magazine brackets on there, and it came with 3 magazines. You could get it either that way, or you could get it with a pistol grip that fashioned onto this Weaver Picatinny rail. And you only got 1 magazine. So I chose to go the route. I figured you can always pick up a pistol grip for it, and so I thought it'd be more cost effective for me to go with the 3 magazines and get this bracket, because 9 times out of 10 people go with that bracket anyway, or they buy it afterwards. So I figured that'd be the cheaper route for me. What you get with it is you get your bolt handle. We'll talk about that later, and I'll explain why. You get the lock for the trigger for safety, and you get this multi-tool. This multi-tool has several functions, and I'll explain that as well as we do the disassembly. It's pretty cool. It's got the sight adjuster. It's got the hex for the bolt catch, and it has other functions too for taking down the takedown pins and whatnot. Comes with the strap, and I'll explain that as well, how that mounts. You can mount it 2 different ways, and comes with your manual and some literature. Alright folks, we're going to load up the magazines with some full metal jacket reloads, some of the cast reloads. If this rifle eats those reloads, I'm pretty convinced it's going to eat factory ammo as well. Let's get outside and we'll get started. Alright folks, we're going to start out with the reloads and the full metal jackets. And then we'll move on to the reloads with the cast. And then we want to see if this rifle will in fact eat these reloads. We know that if they eat the reloads, chances are they're going to definitely accept factory ammo. So let's check it out. Alright folks, let's do the full metal jacket reloads and see what we do. Alright folks, that was the full metal jacket reloads. The grouping is pretty good. This is about where I was aiming. This has not been sighted in. This is right out of the box. So no malfunctions with the reloads, and I'm pretty impressed so far. Alright folks, let's try these cast reloads and see what happens. We're going to try them on some steel targets to check the accuracy on that. And let's see what we can do. Alright folks, so here we got the rifle. What I'm going to do is a series of videos on the Hi-Point 995TS. They're going to include the disassembly, reassembly. I also am working with Long Shot Manufacturing, and I'm going to be updating this rifle, putting products on it. In the meantime, go to longshotmanufacturing.com. I'm actually going to put the link below. Use the coupon code Patriot72 and you will get 10% off your products. Those folks there, they got it together. They know what they're doing. They're great people to work with, very fast shipping, and they're friendly, almost like family. But as far as this rifle here goes, and the final review of it, as far as the review goes, I like the rifle. The only issue that I have with it, and Longshot Manufacturing takes care of it, this is where one of the reasons your tool comes into play, is you mount your bolt catch there. If you can see my finger here, I got a blood blister. When we were doing the shooting, you could see I only loaded 2 magazines and racked the rounds in twice, and I already have a blood blister here. So definitely the bolt catch is going to be an upgrade you want to do, and potentially the magazine release. It has a very wide grip here, and if you have medium to smaller hands, it's kind of hard to reach the magazine release. That's going to be a definite change. Also, all the rails are plastic. Another thing Longshot Manufacturing takes care of for you. They send you all metal rails if you so choose to swap them out. Also, what's cool about these is the end of the barrel is threaded. So you can put muzzle brakes on here. Again, Longshot Manufacturing sells those. They sell barrel shrouds, which I'm going to be doing a video on the barrel shroud. Looks really neat when it's done. You can put a suppressor on here. Whatever you want. It's pretty versatile in that arena. Let's see, what else do we want to explain? Oh, one thing High Point did with this carbine is they had made the back of the stock spring-loaded to absorb recoil. Being a 9mm, there's little to no recoil on it anyway, so not sure if it was necessary. However, if you got any youngsters, maybe it'll help them a little bit. So I do like this rifle. In fact, we got a couple of them just because of that. We're going to leave one stock. Some people like the look of it, some don't. I do. I think it's pretty beefy and it looks pretty good, but because there's so many accessories involved and offered for this carbine, I'm going to take advantage of that. We're going to customize one of them, and then we'll compare the two to see what we think. As far as the strap goes, when we assemble this, or disassemble and reassemble, we're going to be putting the strap on here, and I wanted to show you that this rifle is almost made for a left-handed shooter, just because they put the bolt on the left side, and then the way they set up the bolts here, or the screws for the strap, they did it on the right hand. So if you go to carry the rifle like you would a common side shooter, it would be awkward because it would feel it's on the wrong side. So what I did with this rifle is I just turned the screws around and mounted it to the left side of the rifle, which makes more sense to me. So again, I give this 2 thumbs up. These are awesome carbines, and I would get more if the opportunity would arise. I would definitely fill a locker up with these. You can get them in 9mm, 40, I believe 45, possibly 380. But yeah, I believe I found a good carbine here. So in closing, folks, I recommend them. I know High Point does not get a good reputation as far as like back in my day when I was younger, and pistols, and they'd say they were boxy, clunky, and unreliable. Before I purchased these, I did reviews, I did research. I didn't want to spend the money on something just so I could have it. I wanted to make sure everything was good with it. And every review that I looked at and all the research I did, the High Point Carbine was accurate right out of the box, as we seen outside, and reliable. Again, it ate my reloads, my full metal jacket reloads, and it ate the cast reloads. Chances are it's going to eat the factory ammo. So very impressed with this rifle. I would highly recommend it to you, and get out there and get yourself one. Price range is right around, I know in our area, I think I paid $330 around there for each of them. And again, you can get them with different features. I saw one that came with an optic and only one magazine. I seen it where it came with the pistol grip and one magazine, and then I seen it where it came with this bracket and 3 magazines. No brainer. You're going to go with the 3 mags and the bracket if that's available to you. You can always add a cheap pistol grip. But stay tuned for more videos. And again, I'm going to do a series on this, and I'm going to do a series on the long shot parts, and the disassembly and reassembly of this rifle. Again, in the meantime, folks, go to Longshot Manufacturing, use coupon code Patriot72, you'll get 10% off. See the link below. Please leave comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. And God bless America, and God bless the Republic. Take care.